Hey you guys, it's your girl SK and we're back with another video. So I'm getting ready for bed. It's like 2 in the morning right now, Eastern Standard Time. And I keep hearing banking on your silence, right? So this is gonna be a quick little message. I wrote down this quick little message. So I'm going to read it to you guys. There are a lot of people banking on your silence. What does that mean? They're expecting you not to speak up for yourself. So if you are in a situation where, someone is not treating you right, so like you're being mistreated in any, shape or form. I don't know if you go to school, maybe, there could be people like coming against you at school, or if it's a home situation. If you are in, even if you're in a relationship where, that person is mishandling you, especially if it's physical, you know what I'm saying? They're expecting you not to speak up for yourself. Okay? They're expecting you to let them play in your face, basically. But that ends today. I don't know who this message is for, but speak up for yourself. And do it with grace and class, okay? So when I say speak up for yourself, I'm not saying curse that person out, okay? I'm not saying, you don't have to tear them down. You don't have to point out their flaws. But the days of allowing people to project onto you and disrespect you are long gone, okay? And when you do stand up for yourself, prepare for more persecution. Prepare for more, prepare to be attacked harder. Prepare for more smear campaigns. Because let's be real, most of the times when a person is like bullying you, or even if you're in a relationship, and they know a lot about you, they're gonna say things or do things to make you feel like, well, if I speak out, what are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So don't be intimidated by that at all. You know what I'm saying? Speak up for yourself. You don't have to continue going back and forth with them, because best believe when you stand up for yourself, that's going to infuriate the person that you are, standing up to, because they're banking on your silence. A lot of times people know, whether it's because you usually turn the other cheek, or they know, like, you probably, not that you fear them, but you're just afraid to speak up. They're banking on that, you know what I'm saying? So don't allow that. Speak up for yourself. Stand your ground. It's very important that you stand your ground. Once you do not backpedal. Do not, especially if you're dealing with like a narc or a person with narcissistic tendencies. They have a way of making you apologize to them for what they've done to you. You know what I'm saying? No more of that. I don't care if it's your parents or whoever. Like, you can be respectful while speaking up for yourself. Don't get out of character or anything like that, but stand your ground. Because this is the time, this is the year to stand on your boundaries. Because let me tell you, nobody is going to love you like you're going to love you, other than God, of course. But nobody is going to respect you unless you respect yourself. So stand up for yourself. You don't have to go back and forth with them to prove them wrong. If they do start a smear campaign, or if they do, try to start saying things to tear you down, you don't have to go back and forth with it. Back and forth. You don't have to entertain it, because, as I've been saying, your peace is your power. You know what I'm saying? You don't. And I know sometimes speaking up for yourself can be scary, and it takes, active steps to do that, especially if you've been a passive person or you've been nervous to speak up. Sometimes it's easier to stand down, but don't. You have to stand firm on your boundaries, because one thing about a bully, once they see that you're not playing around and you will defend yourself, most of the times, 9 times out of 10, they're going to stop. Okay? And if they don't, you don't have to go back and forth with them, because time and God will expose them in due time. Okay? So even if you stand up for yourself, and then next thing you know, you hear smear campaign, or people are starting rumors about you or whatever, ignore it. You spoke your piece and you spoke up for yourself, and that's it. You don't have to, let it become a thing where you're going back and forth to prove, like, I'm not what you're projecting onto me. You don't have to do that. It's okay. What you do, is pray and allow God to humble them. You know what I'm saying? Because those who are coming up against you will think twice before trying to break you down again. And however they may try to break you down, whether that be like mentally, emotionally, physically, they'll think twice, because they know she's going to put up a fight. He or she is going to put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for yourself. Because if God is for you, who can be against you? You are protected. You are safe. And remember, you are loved. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a situation, especially like, if it is a situation where there is like physical violence, I'm not telling you to like, go to your abuser and whatever. But, what I would suggest is quietly devise a plan to get away. And when that, most of the times when you walk away from an abuser, they have like everything in the book to say about you. And that is when you speak up for yourself. But only when you've like quietly gotten away from that person. Don't endanger yourself speaking up for yourself. But also, like, when things are going on, I don't know if this is on topic or not, but if things are going on around you, like in your relationship, whatever, it doesn't have to be romantic, but and it's someone crossing your boundaries, or someone, they're doing little things that like make you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, most of the times it's good to talk to someone. I know a lot of times, like, people, we want to paint like a happy image, and we don't want to speak out because a lot of times we're afraid of what other people will think. But it is very vital, if someone is mistreating you, even if it's at school, if it's a friend, whoever, tell somebody, because most of the time people like this are banking on you being silent. And that's why abuse goes on for so long, because no one speaks up. So if something like that is occurring in your life, I really don't know who this message is for, but seriously, if something like that is going on in your life, please speak up. Have the courage to speak to somebody, because it's going to be very important, you know, that, you know, somebody knows what's going on, like, or, you know, document it however you can, you know, make sure you speak up. And speaking doesn't always have to necessarily mean confronting a person. Even if you're writing down in a journal what someone's doing or whatever it may be, make sure you are standing up for yourself, and make sure, you know, make sure you are telling a trusted person, because most of the times people like this are banking on your silence, and that ends today. And just know that, you know, you don't have to go all out. You know, God will defend you, but make sure you're defending yourself as well. You know, stay prayed up and stay safe, guys. Big shout out to $1 Million Baby. We love you more than life. And big shout out to you guys. I love you to life. And until the next video, I love you.